Okay, so yeah, we have so many things to talk about. And then we'll do some playing today. Maybe we'll do a little bit of Tau, right? Because the raid is... Alright, so first things first, let's look at the raid Kroot hunting pack. We're already working on the first benchmark here, and then Hidden Hunters and Kroot Hound. I'm really, really excited to play with Kroot Hound. I really want to see if this card kind of lives up to the hype. I feel like even these cards in combination, Hidden Hunters and Kroot Hound, seems really strong. Hey, Mineral. Welcome back. Yeah, Eminency, some of them seem super power. Yeah. I mean, I think most of them, to give kind of a power rating, I feel like the Kroot reinforcement pack, like if 10 is Ultramarines and 1 is Tyrannid, I would give them a 7 or an 8. I think it's really close in terms of power level, and honestly might even be right at where Ultramarines are. So, yeah, Hidden Hunters I feel like is a really, really good stratagem for things like Kroot Hounds. You know, just putting a bunch of health on the board and then stealthing it. Then Flesh Shaper, we knew this was going to be the last node. And this card might be garbage. I think more people are off this card than I am. But I always like a threat that just basically runs away with the game if you don't answer it. Oh, Mineral, question. Do you get medals for each ranked victory on Tower only until you have your 10 skulls? So, yeah, let's talk about that, because the raid is a little weird for people who maybe didn't do it. Oh, this is under here. Okay, so every day you'll have this thing, right? The Tau skull counter. So once you hit 3, 6, and 10, if you're not putting any money in, right, you get 20 tokens, 40, 60. So for those 10 skulls that you earn playing Tau, either in ranked or unranked, not draft though, you'll get 60 tokens per day. Then, once you've completed that, you can play any deck, ranked or unranked, and you'll get, I think it's anywhere from 1 to 3 tokens, depending on how many skulls you get in the game. So obviously if you're winning, I think you get 3 tokens per win. But you don't have to play Tau. The only thing that cares about Tau is playing these 10 skull games per day. So it's 60 tokens per day, plus any additional grinding that you do in multiplayer as either ranked or unranked. Too bad I'm having too much fun with Last Epic right now. But yeah, so, I mean, let's kind of assuming everyone is not going to pay into this, because I think that's fair to assume. If you do your 60 tokens per day plus a little bit of grinding, you should be able to have enough to buy the legendary once we unlock it, because I believe it's, oh god, don't quote me, I'm trying to remember what the last one was. I want to say it's 300 or 350. So 60 tokens a day, 6 times 6 is, yeah, so you'll have 360 tokens if you complete your Tau quests every single day. Because then on the 6th day, you'll have 360, which will allow you to buy this. And then plus the tokens that you get from just playing the game and earning skulls, you'll probably be able to nab like 2 Hidden Hunters and 2 Kroot Hound. Or if you like the cosmetics, you can go for that too. So yeah. I think in terms of free to play, you should be able to get your legendary if you do your tokens every day. I just wish they start fine-tuning cards and factions. Yeah, Eminency, it's definitely been a roller coaster. It's either something that's kind of busted on reinforcement drop, or it's not. There's kind of no in-between. Orcs were the best example of an in-between, and then I would say like Chaos and Tyrannid were pretty underwhelming. Able to get the last card, but missed it by like 50 tokens. Ah, because you were a day late. Yeah, because then if you're a day late, you really have to grind, right? Because that's, if it's 3 tokens per win, to get 60, you need 20 wins. You could maybe farm that out in multiplayer unranked against bots and stuff, but yeah, it sucks. You definitely want to get those quests done. So we'll do those on stream today. Okay, so that's the raid. We looked at the raid track. Nothing really too flashy here. Obviously, you can get everything at a discount. And then this is the card shop, right? If you drop, I think it's the 50 pack for the offer, you can buy everything. I'll get the cosmetics mostly as I'll unlock the... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially if you like cosmetics. That's the better thing to go for. Just waiting for my skulls to reset to play. Yep. Yep, indeed. So yeah, Warshaper. Very excited to try this Warlord. I love aggressive stuff, and this is definitely an aggressive Warlord. Now, let me just... I changed these for the podcast today. Turn the music up a little bit. Okay. Timbo stand the jam. Man, Tyler, you're getting creative now. Is that what our alliance team should be called? Yeah, welcome, buddy. Hope you're having fun on this here raid day number 1. Yeah, I gotta keep my eye on a couple things. So sorry, I will be multitasking while streaming. But I think we're doing just fine. Okay. The main thing was I just wanted to get the new podcast up with Harry, and thankfully we have. So that's feeling good. Okay. Just close some of the stuff I don't need in the background. Yeah. Okay. Gotta be honest, I did join Aqua's clan because they were... Oh, yeah, go for it, dude. That's great. I know Aqua was super pumped for clans, so... Good on them. I really like them as a content creator. Actually, Harry and I were talking about maybe we could get Aqua on the cast sometime. I know the time zones are tough, but that'd be kind of fun. He's a super chill dude. So the cards I'm most excited... I mean, I definitely just want to see how this design for a Warlord plays. I feel like Trail Shaper is just straight up broken with the infantry deck, so I'm interested to see that. I also think Kroot's Rampager is just incredibly strong. And then everything else I'm pretty excited for it. Lone Spear too, also incredibly strong. I can't wait to just try a straight up infantry deck. Oh yeah, and then let's look at cosmetics. This is kind of a cool, very Kroot background. I feel like when they're brighter colors though, or like more vibrant, it's kind of nice. And a lot of these cosmetics look kind of the same. I guess the Lone Spear is pretty sick. Both Kroot's Rider cards are good. Rider and Rampager, yeah. How could they not be, right? Like, Rampager just does exactly what you need it to do in the format currently. And it's just probably a bit of a problem. And then Kroot's Rider is just very efficient. And then Lone Spear, I guess we have to see how it plays. I think other people were more down on this card because you can't guarantee the flank. But in a game like this, I just think often you have board states later on where you've only got one troop on the board. And you're just kind of trying to close out the game. So, I don't know. I think Lone Spear is going to do work. I think that'll be the top of your curve besides Long Strike. And you're not going to run many non-infantry. I think you'll probably run 20 to 22 infantry. And then 8 non-infantry would be my guess. It's kind of what my little theory craft is. And then, yeah, the offers are the same. I actually did this one last time because I happened to have the gold just sitting there. And then the premium rate offer is fun. You do get access to the cards a bit quicker, and you can like buy the Warlord. But for me, it's really about having the Warlord plus all the new stuff. So here's where we got to do a little math as well, because I haven't worked on my Tau Forge in a minute. Okay, yeah. So we already have the legendary wild card that I used. So there's another legendary wild card up at 29. Yeah, this season might be a little tough because... I might have to do a little bit more work to make sure that I've got Tau stuff on the week that we have drops. Might have to get a little lucky with packs this go around, because getting up to here to redeem for the new Warlord, that's going to be a little challenging. It's also Radiation Storm is interesting. I don't have that card yet, so we'll get 2 packs along the way if we can do forging. We're going to have to grind quite a bit to get our crystals up to forge. But I guess we're here to do that, if we're going to do it. So we have 4 packs along the... Potentially 4 packs, 200 gold. Yeah, this might be a little bit tougher for us to go out the gates on day 1 of drops and packs, but we'll try. We'll try. And right now we're in this legendary division, which is fun. I am gonna make my own. Like Harry and I have to make a team together, so we'll get on that at some point. But yeah, all right. So we got the raid, we got the social stuff, and then so it's really just what can we get done. So we should definitely knock out our Tau quest and then keep getting Tau points. I shouldn't be rerolling too much because I actually do need the crystals, but some of these synapse 5 times. I mean, 200 points really sucks. But it's probably fine. I can just knock this out. This is obviously very easy too. These are all fairly easy, even if we don't get a lot of points. We don't have to reroll. So what Tau deck are we playing? I think we'll just play BJ's build. This was one that he really liked, and I definitely trust his deck building. And we have all the pieces for it, so... I'm not going to lie to you guys. I might just play this in unranked, though. I really don't want to put this up on the rank ladder and then just get smacked down, because I am slightly caring about my win rate. Oh, this is sweet. This is great that they added that. Yeah, they're all... Yeah, I can just knock those out in practice. I do want to get my wins, or my skulls. So I have to play multiplayer. Let's start with a ranked game, and if it goes terribly, then I'll just do unranked for those for the Tau games, because I think they're pretty underpowered. But let's do a ranked game and see what we hit. Should see. Oh yeah. Whoops. Thought I had that on checked. Yep, and we might just get smacked by Ultramarines right now, but let's give it a shot. Yep, of course. Okay, Fuselaw we don't need. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to ship this whole hand back. Yikes. Alrighty. It's like a matchup where I honestly am going to consider Orbital. Could try and chip in for some damage. Ooh, these are the... one of the cosmetics that's pretty scary. Okay, starting off with the bombardment. We've got nothing to do but just trade aggressively in these early turns and hope to God that we can, I don't know, get through. Oh my God, another orbital bombardment. 2 in a row. I think the most I've ever had was 3 in a row. It's pretty insane. But we've got literally nothing to do, which is horrendous. So, ooh, that is such a good draw. All right, let's fire that off. Okay, this has flank. I'm gonna kind of remember that. So I'll keep that. I'm gonna keep this all the way to the right, so it doesn't get lost in here. Because this having flank is pretty nasty, actually. Can maybe kill a predator. Alright, there's the supremacy. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to play the Pathfinder for value. It's not great, but it's, it is something. Something to do. Of course, I get got by bombardment. Jesus. That is unfortunate. Pulsar. Okay, no codex. That's so we can marker light and then fusillade. That's pretty good. That takes 4. We can clear it. I mean, if we hit the coin flip where they don't have a way to deal with coordinated engagement, this is actually pretty good. So maybe we'll do some Tau experimenting on ladder. I can always get stuff back. Once we unlock Thunderstorm for you, it becomes very good when going. Yeah, that's right. I don't have that. Gives the losing player more energy to use when skulls are obtained. That's a yeah, Tyler. I should make that a priority at some point for sure. I do want to clear this. I gotta be honest, but I have to save the coordinated engagements. So what's more impactful? Play Battlesuits, and if they play Predator and Codex is just dead. This is easier to kill. If I Kion tactics, if I Kion, I can maybe set up the kill next turn. Play Bodyguard. I think I just do this, and then I've got Cold Star next turn. Yeah, I feel like this is close, but I think we just do this. Hey, we're Bears. Hey, thank you for the referral bonus, by the way. I think you sent that to me. is in the 30s, so somewhere before that. Yeah, it's probably like 23. It's probably a little over the 20s. 5 medals for a ranked win. Oh, it's so it's 5 medals per win. Okay. All right, bike. It's good we're not seeing Predator, so there's that. Okay. Yeah, this is not good. Yep. It's like if they have Tac Insight, that's going to be rough. I still think when we fusilladed, that was the right play, but this is real rough. They just get to take this out. Okay. Yep. Onslaught. I think we're definitely playing the flanking Cold Star Battlesuits. And I don't know. This is really bad. I don't think we played this well. I think maybe we just don't our orbital bombardment, but this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm basically dead, but we'll see. That's from purchasing premium campaign that affects the daily rewards. Instead of collecting 20, you collect 50 from the little raid node. Oh. Until they change the deal. Yeah. Premium raid pass. Yeah. Well, Avenging Zeal will certainly do that. Alright. It's okay. I'm okay doing a little bit of testing on ladder, actually. I really haven't played this deck, so I'm sure I did not play it well in that game. I was maybe a little hasty. Gaskell, okay. I don't think we need this early, nor Pulse Onslaught. Crisis Bodyguard's fine, but I think I just ship back everything else. Okay. Drone port or gun rig? I think gun rig's going to be more impactful. But they get to choose camo, right? Yeah, this just... Oh, God. I think we probably have a decent win rate when we're not dealing with solar eclipse. But I'll do a little Tau playing today. Why not? Always keep Pulse on slot. It's great early and often I use it. Turn 1 just to burn face. Okay. Take your word for it, Tyler. Man, and they've got Makari in the opener. This is literally worst case scenario. Let's see. Yeah, just gotta hit there. And pass. Calypso. Welcome. Orbital bombardment. I don't either, to be fair. That's like the first time I've done that in a long time. But I have lost to it as Ultramarines getting beat down by like Tyranids. So I thought it was worth trying, actually. Alright, yep. Just hit there. Not really anything else to do. Yeah, that game was not good. Not too good. Iron God, yep. Yep. Alright, now we can get on board. Of course, we draw this now. Alright, let's get on board and start doing something. Okay, hit there. They have like a flanker or something. Yeah, Snazwagon. So they can punch with Makari. That's pretty nice. Oh, Marker Light. We could do with the rally effect. Taking quite a bit to the face. I think I'd rather get the Crisis Battlesuit out too, so maybe that is the play. Taking 5. It's going to put us way far behind, but this feels like the best way to claw a little bit of forward back. Okay. Could gun rate Makari. I don't really think that's relevant. Well, this is pretty not ideal. They've gotten to like beat our face in while we have done nothing. Prophet of Law, okay. Well, maybe we can start clawing back in with our big units. It's just, you know, having to play through Eclipse is just terrible. It's not what you want to be doing. Alright, so you can just hit there, and just run out our Enforcer. Take out Makari, reset. That's hit for 5. Yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. We're going to be doing a little bit of Tau testing today and just looking at the new stuff. Probably talk about the new cards as we sign off later in the stream. Okay. There's always Fusillade, but I think I just want to keep throwing out huge units, frankly. So Yeah, let's just do that. Punch one of these guys. Punch one of these guys. Pass the turn. Yeah, I wonder. So I definitely want to play the new Warlord with Infantry. No doubt about it. But I also feel like Shadowsun might be well suited. Because you can apply Marker Light. But honestly, I think it's nice that you have the plus 10 health from the other Warlord. And you can add ranged attack to units that are kind of weak in terms of range. So, okay, no mucking about. Ugh, man, I was hoping we could get a little bit ahead, but we're just falling further and further behind here. So that is not great. I mean, it kind of sucks to play Long Strike here, but I actually can't not deal with this. And I don't want to use Kion plus Relentless on this sort of board. So, yes, it doesn't really matter how I do this. This is dying. And then this is dying. And, yeah, if it got no muck in, yeah, I mean, we're just getting super low here. It's been trying to get skulls with the Tau starter deck. Man, it's right. Yes, it is. It is not easy if you don't have some Tau collection. I mean, we're playing ranked right now. I might switch to non-ranked if we're going to get run over every game, but try to add them. Yeah, it's raid events are not great when you're newer to the game. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, like, you could try and go drone spam, but that's been pretty nerfed. Could just try Omysos and just trying to, like, get some drones on the board every turn. Yeah. Okay, well, the fact that they're thinking here is good for us, I think. Unless they're just AFK. But, yeah. Also, I just want to take a moment to appreciate everyone who's been showing up for these streams. You know, it's been really fun. And I'm not always able to do it, but it's been great. So thank you for the follows and the support and all that stuff. If you're craving some long form content, we just put up the new podcast episode about the Kroot with me and Harry. Okay, well this looks like a Fusillade. So that's, oh wow, okay. Yeah, but Fusillade clears everything, plus Kion. That's 6 energy, and then after that, we just maybe try and go for, like, max damage. So up, so back, and then I can give 8 attack to you. Do I attack here? Going down to 11 opens me up to a lot, especially when they have Makari. And they're probably going to, but they're probably going to commit to killing this as well. This is probably my best shot, is to try and close it out as best I can. So I think we go with this. Basically ignore Omysos' ability until I get Piranha. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Piranha used to be, ugh. Savior Protocol turn 3 into Piranha was like the meta, and it was absolutely broken. Okay, make a guy. What else are we getting flank here? Makari, and a Grot tank. And something else? Yep. Okay, those are cards. Those are cards. Too bad I can't use my Tidewall gun rig. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, first things first, this will save us health. Attacking the tank. So we do that. Try and blow this up. Hopefully it hits Makari. It does. That's good. That allows us to clear here. pretty well. And then, yeah, with the rest of our energy, we just run out the boys. And hope that we have enough here. Use it on it. They verse each other to get those medals. Yeah, you can't do that. It had lost camo after attacking. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought it still had it on. That's a misplay. That's a misplay, all right. All right, we're not dead yet, but we're kind of dead. That was, yeah, damn, that sucks. Oh, they had the Will of Gork, yeah. All right, so obviously we can take this out. This is still going to be repping 4, potentially 5. I think I got to go for the offense and try and hit something that can flank in here. Yes. Oh my god. What a draw. Okay. We're just going to drop both of these guys. And we're going to launch strike you. And we're going to hit you. And we're going to stay at this health. And hope that we can get there. And not die. We're dead to like everything here, but... it's about the best draw we could have had. 2 Battlesuits. They use their Crump to Gits. They use the Will of Gork. Okay, Squig Buggy. Oh, damn. That's a pretty good response. Okay, both do not have camo. Good note for myself. Okay, we've got, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 in terms of lethal. So I think we have to look for something with dispensation. And if I could get these to shift over here, that might be dead. Alright, hold on. I gotta think about this. This doesn't really change anything. I'm tempted to onslaught here and then punch and try and see if the backlash is enough. Or I guess I could gunrig killing this and see if that gets us closer. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm running out of time. I think I just have to do this first. See how the backlash shakes out. Okay. Yep. Yeah, of course, like, bug didn't hit anything. So we have to play this. And then this. Damn, we were 1 point off. Okay, we're dead. They've got Makari in their hand. So. Alright. Alright, well that was at least close. I mean, we got absolutely pounded in the early game. I think if they don't have Makari there, the game's a lot closer. Alright, we're getting our skulls though. Is there actually a new code yet? I don't think there is. Oh, they're talking about referral. Huh. Oh, he didn't have lethal. Whoops. Why did I think that was 4? It was 3. Jeez. That's what happens when I streamed for like 5.5 hours yesterday, and then I did a podcast this morning. Now, brain's a little fried. Sorry, folks. So we weren't technically dead there. I mean, we were pretty much dead to anything they had in hand, but we weren't technically dead. So I guess we would have need to draw any other Vanguard units or something. Alright, see if we can beat the Ultramarine Menace. I think I keep these. This is still pretty solid. And welcome to the stream, A-Cool-A. Yeah, I mean, Calypso, I think we're pretty much dead to anything, I gotta say. I don't really know. So they get to choose the offense. I guess we'll take drone port. Man, if we don't have to deal with the Eclipse, that's probably our best shot at winning these matchups, I gotta say. All right, yeah, I think we're trading health early here. Hope everybody's enjoying the raid and all that stuff. I'm definitely very excited for Kroot. Can't wait to crack some packs and get my hands on it. It's going to be a good time. And feel free to like and follow if you like what you're seeing. It's following us on YouTube. On Twitch is free. But also I have most of my stuff on YouTube. Alright, so it's obviously dynamic offensive is good, but I kind of just want to curve out here if I can. So I think it's probably the Battlesuit, and we could drop the drone port just to give this a little bit of a buffer. I think that's fine. See what we want to do. But yeah, how are we feeling about the Kroot reinforcement? What are people thinking? I think it's pretty powerful, so. Double Reaver. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll just clear and we'll drop our bodyguard. And we'll kind of go from there. And then next turn we'll see if we don't have to answer something, maybe try and fire off the offensive next turn. Man, I feel like I haven't played against Gen X in so long. We used to play all the time. Okay, well this is good. And they're not playing the vehicle version either, so that's a breath of fresh air. And then we can give this +1 to trade here. Oh, okay. Alright. We're gonna get the double stun off. So, honestly, I might just take the turn to Stingwings plus Onslaught. And just try and keep ahead on board. I feel like that's potentially better. Especially because we're getting stunned out here. Yeah. And then next turn, we've got kind of our option between Bodyguard plus ability or play the Stealth Shadowsun. Boom. Ah, the old biker. It's the other 3-drop here. So maybe this is the turn 7 or 7 energy play. So then I can get the stealth. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can pick that off. Well, we'll probably go for the Tech Marine though. It's more important to kill. We could also marker light this. Yeah, I think next turn I want to run that out. So it's either Crisis Bodyguard or Elson. Since they can't interact with this, I think this is better. And then we can marker light this for, I think, a better clear at a later turn. Definitely just want to prio getting Tech Marine off the board. And then we're kind of priced into using this next turn. We don't have to. But we'll see. Another Judiciary. Alright. A lot of options. But we can also re-stealth this with stealth drones, so we're not pressed into doing this. However, I do want to take this out, and we have such a good trade on it. And then we've got a good trade with Homing Beacon as well, so that might just be the play. Make this 5. Take that out. And then we can play... I could also Pulse Onslaught here instead of attacking. But they've also got plenty of ways to make this kind of irrelevant, so... I think I'm just going to trade the health here, and then I'm just going to hit their face just to use all of our energy this turn. So hopefully they'll have to take 4 here in some way, shape, or form. And then we'll kind of go from there. It's funny to be playing Tau again after such a long time. Oh, that's... Can we whiff? Yes. No tack insight. Yes. Okay, good. Ooh. So if I marker light this, we can trade some health to get this off the board. And then honestly, what I want to do, I think, is just play the Shasu. Like, play something that doesn't get got by Inspired Retribution. I feel like, I mean, this keeps us ahead on board, right? This does 5. And yes, we take 8, but we get to clear this. And then we get the stealth drone next turn. I think this is what we want to do. And I guess we play this. Yeah, we'll just play this here. So we're a little behind on life, but kind of hoping we can get some advantage that they can't remove anything here. Well, hi Tyrad. Welcome to the stream. YouTube's Twitch content. Do you have any budget-friendly Tau decks you would recommend? Oh, you know what? Because also I think Word Bearers and Mineral were talking about that because they're also newer players. I can definitely take a look. Budget-friendly Tau decks. Which warlord do you just? What warlords do you have access to, Tyrad? Ah, okay. Yeah, Calypso, that's probably the other line. My thinking here is we get to play around any interaction, push some damage, and then stealth something. This is also not a build that I'm used to, but okay. I mean, now they can potentially burn me out because he's running double DFA. I do think here we can afford to dynamic, see what we hit, and then we definitely want to play Bodyguard, though. Try and keep ourselves healthy. What are our other options? Play Pathfinder, but we don't really want to. So yeah, I think Dynamic first. Okay, Cold Star coming in next turn could be excellent. We'll re-stealth this, and we'll put this guy here. And then we'll pump you. Hit for 6. Re-stealth. And hopefully we don't die. Well, I don't think we want to play Anshi here, though. If you're talking about Anshi plus that, because I think we definitely want to put some sort of roadblock for them getting more damage on us. Like, if they have the Retribution, then they have it, but I think I prefer that. Yep, okay. Yep, they've got that. Point blank on stealth charm. Yep, makes sense. Yeah, they're running kind of the old school Calgar build, which with like a combination of some vehicles, I guess, or rapid deployment. Okay, that's a great draw. Enforcer Battlesuit. Okay. So now we can actually try and set up a bit of a defense. And I'm still not going to trade health here. I don't think that that's what we want to be doing, but we will certainly take the buffs as they come. So we'll attack first. We could play Pathfinder for value here. I feel like that's kind of terrible. I think I'd rather keep the rally effect. So let's pump your attack. Hit for 7. Go to 6. Play our other Vanguard unit. And if we attack, we open ourselves up to point blank, Storm Raven, Dreadnought, stuff like that. So I just don't think we're trading health here. I think we're trading health if we're going to end the game. That's kind of how I would approach it. This has flank, right? Yeah, I just want to remember that. I only own... I think I am able to craft on though. Oh, so you have the starter one? Omysos? Oh, you were saying Anshi plus the Vanguard. Got it, Calypso. Yeah, I guess that does put a good amount of pressure on. Kind of wanted to fire off the other ability as soon as I could when I wasn't under pressure. Alright, well, they had... it's a pretty good draw. Okay. Man, we're so close to lethal. This is 2. This is 4. Wait, hold on. If I play... That's 3. 7. So this bumps it to 3. Bumps it to 4. And then Fusillade is 6. We got there. Whew. Very close. Okay, I'll definitely look back at that game clip. So that might have been a better line. I was definitely trying to get as much advantage from the stealth as possible, and then maybe try and have dynamic offensive to answer any of their vehicle threats. But your line might have been better. So we got there, thankfully. It was a bit of a nail biter, but new decks have new players. That Predator Annihilator just needs some tuning. Yeah, man, it seems like when they have Predator, their deck is just really good, huh? All right, nice. Let's collect our pack. We're going to be storing these for next week, and I cannot wait to open them with you guys on stream. Okay, let's talk about budget decks. And I think, it was Tyrad? Omisos, and I can craft Anva. Well, I mean, it's been so long that I've really been playing Tau that it's honestly a little hard to evaluate for me what would be better. But let's just do a little bit of deck crafting to start out. Okay, let's look at like, I don't want you to have to craft Anva, because honestly, I don't know that this is going to be a good warlord at the moment, and you might want to save your wild cards for like the new epics. So let's start with an Omisos build and kind of talk about that first, and then maybe we can suggest something else. So they changed Omisos. I really feel like this is more of like leaning towards savior protocols now. Like, you can't just like get advantage from this card and kind of be an aggro deck. I mean, you can. I just don't think it's that good into some of the better decks. But if you're doing your stuff through unranked, hopefully you'll have an easier time as well to get your skulls. So the best thing you can do turn one, you play this, you can't get gun drone anymore. You grab guardian drone, that's your turn one play. Right? So then you're trying to then snowball kind of like your drone advantage from there. In terms of budget, how budget are we talking? Would we say like rares and commons and that's it? Or do you have like a couple epics? You just let me know, Tyrad. But let's see. I mean, Stealth Drone is usually generically good, so I would probably still just play this card. You're also aggro, so you could probably get away with playing some Pulse Onslaught. Oh, Calypso, do you stream? So I've been streaming mostly on Twitch, which is funny because I have more of a following on YouTube. But I'm going to start streaming to both once I get that set up. I just didn't have enough time today. Yeah, so we'll be streaming on both platforms as soon as I can. Yeah, Calypso, it sounds like you're a pretty good player. I appreciate you like talking about different lines and stuff. I definitely get tunnel vision on stuff and not quite sure what to do. Let's see. So, honestly, a lot of the Battlesuits are generically pretty strong, but also it helps to have a card like Dynamic Offensive to be able to do what you want to do. So I'm not going to say that, but I would say like Crisis Battlesuit is like generically a good 3-drop. So I would suggest that. Okay, sorry, I'm doing a lot of multitasking. I'm sorry, folks. Got to keep my eye on some things. Okay. So play stuff like that. You could definitely run some DS8 support turrets. This can be quite annoying early on. This is definitely one of the worst Vanguard units, so I wouldn't encourage that. I got one epic wild card. Looking forward to what you come up with. Oh, yeah. So easy just to not see lines in card. Yeah, that's for sure, Mineral. And I have like my go-to, like trying to keep the board clear, trying to fight for board. But something that BJ definitely helped me understand is like sometimes you fight for board and sometimes you can't. And I mean, I'm usually pretty good at playing to my win conditions, but definitely when I'm not like in the mode to like really be at the top of my game with play patterns and playing certain matchups with certain factions, you get rusty pretty quick. And I haven't played Tau since basically they were released. So easy. Just got a few epics too. Okay. Definitely if you have stuff like Vespid, Stingwings, I would put those in there, you know, in terms of epics. You know, your 3-drop slot is where you can sort of get stuff rolling. It's not terrible to play Sniper Drone if they don't really have an answer for it, or you've got a Vanguard Drone guarding it, or you stealth it with Stealth Drone. You're kind of in the money. Crisis Bodyguard is just generically good. If you've got Fire Warrior Marksman, like you could probably play one of those and that would be decent. Piranhas, you know, synergize pretty well. The card's definitely less powerful than it used to be, but certainly playable. If you have any Fusillades, definitely put that in if you can. And Savior Protocol, if you've got one, I would probably play that too in this kind of build. If you're going to go more drone heavy. Yeah, I mean, if you have legendaries, Dispensation is a must for sure, like Calypso said. Broadside Battlesuit, definitely generically good if you can afford to play it. Devilfish, I actually think is pretty decent. Man, this card. In this reinforcement drop, this thing goes up in value so much because you're not going to have many non-infantry in your full infantry builds, but giving everything in your deck flank, yes, especially with melee and wanting to punch in, this card is going to be a 2 of in every infantry deck. I'm so sure of it. But yeah, you can run it. You can run Firesight Marksman as well. Stealth Chasu I think is generically decent because you can get that stealth drone if you play it on 7 energy or up. Enforcer Battlesuit, you should have one from the starter deck, so I know you have at least one of those. You can play Savior Protocol. Sometimes it's kind of not that great anymore, but it's fine. And then Cold Star Battlesuit, I'm not huge on. In this kind of lower curve aggressive deck, you could definitely play a Burgeoning Empire as well to make sure you've got enough cards. Honestly, Razor Shark Fighter at the top of your curve isn't awful either. Yeah, Stealth Battlesuit's very playable if you've got it. So, yeah, Tyrant, I think you've got a lot of options. I mean, let me know if you have specific questions about specific cards, or if you want to link like a deck list in chat, we can look at that too. But assuming you have like no legendaries and you're straight running like rares, commons, and maybe a handful of epics, you know, this is like a totally fine, I think, construction. Is it going to win you a lot of games? Depends on what rank you are. Depends on kind of how experienced you are. But like, you definitely can win games with it. Oh yeah, check in whenever, bud. Thanks for coming by. All right, shall we? I mean, I'm kind of feeling the Tau vibes right now with Shadowsun, especially because I might get some some helpful feedback from chat. Let me just check the times. Got. Ooh, let me get a charger real quick. Okay. So I definitely have to close things out in about 2 hours. Potentially a little less, and I knew that today was probably going to be a short one. So I think let's do some more BJ Battlesuits. The one thing I'm curious about is why aren't we running Honored Ethereal? I know that card got nerfed, but it just you can get so much value off of the Vanguard on this thing. I wonder why he chose not to play. Maybe he just found it not to be good enough. But if you... I mean, I guess you don't really have any 3-drops that you want to have Vanguard. But sometimes this card could be really, really clutch. Also, it's a little sad that we don't have double Vespid, but I guess you don't really need it. Yeah, and these are infantry. These are definitely going to go in the new deck as well. I'm going to be real. I don't love running 3 8-drops at the top of my curve. I know it's a battlesuit, and obviously it benefits because it has shield. But this feels like a little greedy in terms of the curve. I mean, we had that awful double 8-drop hand that one game. Maybe it's a bit of recency bias. PJ also uploaded an Enva video a few hours ago, but concluded that the Shadowsun deck is... Yeah, I actually think Enva just can't quite do it anymore. Maybe Enva Infantry. Maybe that will be the thing. I'm just so tempted to take one of these Riptide Battlesuits out. I mean, I want Battlesuits. Alright, this is just a me preference. I'm just going to run this because I do prefer it. We'll run this for a little while. Honestly, maybe for the next hour, and then I might just kind of close this out by theory crafting an infantry deck. Yeah, well, let's play some games. Try and get better at this. Okay. We're definitely going to get good at the Ultramarine matchup, that's for sure. So Fusillade is good into their Impulsor draws, but other than that, it's pretty awful. So honestly, I'll take Tyler's advice, keep the Pulse Onslaught, I'll keep the Stealth Suit, but I think I'd rather ship these back. Okay, great. Dispensation on 3 is nice. Drone Porter Gun Rig, Drone Porter Gun Rig. Oh, they get to choose if they want to take Eclipse, and this gets hosed by Eclipse. So I think it's still probably Drone Port. Yeah. Even though they're running Inspired Retribution, the true vehicle builds don't even need that because they've got Repulsor Executioner. So I think we're making the right choice in that sense. And they're hitting us. That's interesting. I mean, I still think I'm down to trade some health here. Unless they're like true aggro, I think it's better for us to trade our health than it is for them. Hey, Harry, welcome, buddy. Podcast episode is up. Did a little bit of editing, not too much, and we're good to go, my man. All right, yeah, let's just fire off Dispensation. Man, I mean, discounted Battlesuit, get a free drone next turn is pretty disgusting. It's also Broadside too, but Enforcer is just like such a nice card, and then we can drop a Drone Port as well, and just get like full advantage. They just drew, right? Yeah, I'm still gonna attack here. But yeah, we're gonna play a little Tau today, just because why not? And then we'll do a little theory crafting, and then we'll close out the stream. Alright, rapid deployment's always terrifying. Could definitely see Predator, a Librarian, depends on their build. But, and so to get full value from this, we would want to play it on 5, technically. The thing is, if I run out Battlesuit and then it just gets Predator, it's like, the game is like so over. If they have to double Predator this, it sucks, but like, I don't know. I guess I would rather play this post-Predator, potentially. So I guess we'll do this. Until I see a big vehicle on the board, I'm going to keep pressuring, because we've got 6 points of burn in our hand. Okay, Storm Talon. Alright, so unless they're double codexing, at least it doesn't kill us. Okay. Honestly, compared to Predator, it's not as scary. So it's still a big problem, but not the same power level. Okay, well, this is still a good play, and then next turn we can coordinate engagement here. So let's. But I do kind of want to get the Drone Ports to maybe soak up some of the triggers. Yeah, I think we want to try and extend our board position here. We'll use this to clear here. We'll basically just have to delay the decision here, and that's kind of okay, I think. Let's just put another Guardian Drone. Alright, So unless they have a ton of AoE, put up a decent defense. This no longer has camo. Sergeant, sure, and Codex Discipline. This is definitely a different build. Ah, that's unfortunate, man. I was really hoping they had to trade here, but they did not. Yep. This is okay, though. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just marker light this, engagement, attack, kill this. It's got 2 energy left over, so I guess we could throw out a pulse onslaught. Yeah. We have to deal with this, so... It's going to be the vibe for that. This is camo, so we just have to trade like this. It clears the board, and then we'll toss out the onslaught for trying to use all of our energy. But yeah, this is probably the most competitive Tau build I've seen so far. Okay, Judiciary, that's fine. It's annoying, but it's definitely not the end of the world. I mean, honestly, I think just to play around, although they can stun us, to play around inspired, like just ruining our day, I think we're just going to run out the Shasu. And then go from there. We've got, this is 5 points of burn in our hand. So we'll see. They could smack us for 5 here and then get some stuns going. It's not great. Not ideal. So they drew... Hail Strike, yeah, that's pretty good. And they hit this. That sucks for us. Yeah. Alright, this might be a Kion turn. So we can Kion Fusillade. That kills this. They take 2, and then this trades to kill this. What are my other options? I mean, there's no way for me to get this off the board if I don't do this. So I think that's got to be the way. And then we can burn their face again. The last 2. I think if we take 5 here, this is just suicide. As much as I want to stealth this, I just don't think that that's a real line for us. Just take our 3 damage here. And then... we're dead to double DFA anyway, so yeah, I think we'll just hit. I mean, this will get cleared. I'm not sure we can come back from this. This is going to be kind of tough, but very close game, honestly. So, can't be too upset. Yeah, if this is like Predator, basically lose. If this is Storm Talon, it's kind of the same deal. Because even if we drew Coordinated Engagement, we can't use it because of Solar Eclipse. So, this is the biggest nerf to Tau. They need to change this offense card. It's such a, and it's specifically a nerf to Shadowsun, which is kind of nuts that Shadowsun might perform better, but I think the +5 health. Okay, well that's not good. Okay, these humanity shields. Yeah, we need like crisis bodyguard. Yeah, I mean they trade either way. But yeah, we're dead next turn. So we've got the. Ooh, that is a draw. Greater good. Okay. So I can just marker like this. Oh no, I can't. All right, so obviously we're doing this. So we would take 1, but I don't think there's any reason to trade health. So then it's broadside plus a drone, or it's Anchi. So yeah, I guess it's this. Yeah, I mean, I guess we have our own humanity shield, sort of. But this is 2 damage to us. So I don't know. We'll see. That was a sick draw, though. Damn. Harry, not yet. Because I wanted to get this stream going sooner rather than later. So I did not get restream going. But definitely by next stream, which will either be this weekend or early next week, I'm going to have it going. For sure. I think Calypso was asking about that. Like, do I stream on YouTube? And we're gonna. Very soon. Very, very soon. Oath of the moment. Attack. Coda. I don't think that does it, right? I don't think there's... Yes! What a draw for us. Holy moly. Jesus. Alright, nice. We can do at least one more Tau game to get the quest, but maybe we'll play some more. I can knock these out. Potentially with a few other decks. Okay. Shadowsun v Shadowsun. Oh, I gotta say, I mean, for the greater good, I think has a lot of impact. I still don't think we start within our hand. Kion's good, but again, I think I just want to get on board, get things going. Nice dispensation. Do I play with Solar Eclipse myself? So I'm the proactive player. I'm just gonna, just even for the sake of playing this game, I'm not gonna hit it. Oh, Vats. We have played before. I think we can chill, because I kind of want a dispensation next turn. Don't really need to trade our health. Let's maybe clean up this camera a little bit. Okay, they're trading some health here. Yeah, let's just fire off dispensation. Yes, every time I want. Enforcer Battlesuit discounted. This thing is so nice when you get to do that. Next turn, I guess we'll just see if we need to answer board at all. Okay, dynamic offensive. That's good for them. So I can curve this into Battlesuit into Anchi. That just seems great to me. And then we also get to attack for 3. Start developing the board, see how they answer it. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, that has flank. Oh, right, because it would lose stealth if it attacks. I think what was the change that they made. I'm still going to keep this on the board because it is a roadblock, especially because we can play the Battlesuit. So yeah, let's attack for 3. If I don't attack, then they've got to trade into it. Instead of getting their free guy that gets to kill this. It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but I think because we want to protect broadside Battlesuit, I think we don't attack here. This is almost assuredly going to die, so this is slot in, but I think they'll just clear this out, but hopefully protect the broadside. Okay, another enforcer. So it's probably play the guy if you don't have anything better to do. Trade for health. Kill this. But then next turn I've got this for the Battlesuit. So it's a pretty good setup. Long range is super punishing if you can get it to function. Okay, Pathfinder might change the math here then. Okay, they just trade straight up. Yeah, so broadside is still protected, which works out very well. So if I play Enforcer Battlesuit, I can clear both, which makes it harder for them to maybe trade on this. But then I kind of lose out on the value. Another thing I can do is pump and play Crisis Bodyguard. I actually feel like that's better. So let's clear you. Let's give you +1. And then we'll play the Crisis Bodyguard here. The next turn, we can kind of choose what we want to do with our 6 drops. But I feel like taking this line kind of creates the opportunity for this Battlesuit to just be a problem. I think it's probably Anshi next turn because this is better on 8. Can Anshi plus our passive ability. A Fusillade. Yeah, plus, okay. All right, we still have the launch strike, which is nice. So yeah, I think although we could try and continue to protect it, it's tempting. I think we might just accept defeat on that just to get the value. Ugh. But it is so annoying for them in this. All right, this might be a little greedy, but I kind of just want to keep milking this as much as I can. And then let's put you here. Just keep making them have to deal with vanguards into this broadside. Town Mirror in 2024. I know. Who could have guessed? after they'd been nerfed into the ground. But I think probably everyone's playing a version of this build on ladder if they want to play ranked. And honestly, it's not feeling quite as bad as I thought it might. So maybe I should give them more of a fair shake. Oh, wow. Well, this is... Now we are firmly in the driver's seat, and we can greater good to just keep setting up our board. Which seems like incredible. Yep, I like that. And the question is, where am I putting these? I think it's here. Not that we're going to benefit from the range buff that much. And then let's do this, because this just, again, makes it really hard for them to do anything to our board. 7. I'm still going to leave the Vanguard, because, again, they have to... Okay, yeah, nice. Well, I think that sequence just made it super hard for VATS to punch through. Whew. Very nice. Shadowsun. Sick. Got our tokens for the day. So this will reset Tamari. Oh, do they have trophies now? Oh. Display trophies. United Medal. You have achieved 9 trophies. What the heck does that mean? Honor Company. Your alliance will unlock this trophy when its members have achieved enough Ultramarine Forge levels. Oh. This is just Forge? No, I don't care about that. I mean, the names are cool. Blessed Preceptory. See what our team is talking about. $44 pack. What? Is it true you can just keep referring and getting 1,000,000 packs? That's crazy. That's nuts. Alright, I guess at some point we'll start typing people's names and getting referral bonuses. It's kind of crazy. In the shop they said you can refer, or is that not how that works? Free. Input your refer. Oh, wow. Yeah, and then, okay. That's kind of sick. I guess you get 1 referral per account that you said referred. See? And nothing crazy in the shop today. Okay, so we did our Tau quests. So we got probably another hour, or like half hour-ish of laddering, I think. So what do we want to do? Do we want to see more Tau? Does like anyone have a preference? Is there anything anyone is like trying to look at? I played some Gale games, went pretty well yesterday. Did a bit of Stormlord, bit of Turvigan. I was trying to get more Turvigan games in because I actually think it's pretty decent and I want to do a video on it. So I was thinking about getting some good footage for the battle logs. But if we kind of want to keep rocking and rolling with this, I'm also open to it. I don't know if anyone has a preference. Nice. Got that milestone. Okay, so I have to hit 100 to unlock this. That's right. You have to hit all the skull milestones as well. Oh, we're ahead of this actually. We just haven't unlocked this. Got it. Turvigon or this? I mean, we're gonna be playing Tau, so maybe I should get some practice with Tau. Did get our quest done. I also like practicing Turvigon, but I played a ton of Tyranids yesterday, so let's just stick with this for now. This has been fun. So we'll do this for a little while. We'll wrap up with some theory crafting. in the next like 45 minutes, hour or so. And then we'll be on our way. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Good on 3, good on 4, 5, 6. Also good. I mean, this is just a good curve. Although I want to hit stuff off dynamic. Maybe I should have molded something there. Alright, so I imagine they might still choose. What's going to be most annoying for them? Yeah, I think we should still just take drone port. Okay, did they not? Yeah, I think you always pick Eclipse against this champion. I don't think you ever not. It's much more of a counter against us. Did they just snag a drone? Oh, and they didn't. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to trade health early. Because I'm going to want to just take my time and then start building after 4 energy. We'll kind of go from there. Okay. Yeah, gun drone. Could also just play the Crisis Battlesuits instead of dynamic offensive. Could also just kill this. Do that next turn. I think I like this better, and I think just to give this a little bit of cover, we'll drone port here. Great. That is good. Okay. So this is fine. Could attack for 2. Pathfinder this. Play a guy. Is that better than just attack, trade, play this? Puts another additional body on the board. I think I like this better. Trade with our face. And then the 2 damage might hit here, but we've got 3 targets for the gun drone. Cool. Kind of fun to play against Tal on the ladder after so long of not having that, so that's kind of cool. Alright, Piranha is kind of a must kill. And then I could marker like this and play Crisis Bodyguard, or I just run out Broadside. I think it's slightly better to... Oh no, I can't marker light because this is new. Yeah, so then let's just run this out. Or we take the turn off in dynamic offensive. That feels kind of weak though. Oh, I just want to get my hands on infantry stuff. The new warlord. It's like so my vibe, just like aggro, hyper aggro stuff. Okay, I mean they get the long range off, but it's kind of okay, honestly. Ethereal is kind of annoying. Let's get this Vanguard, but I think more than anything, we're gonna take this turn just to clear out these gun drones. Oh, I could have pumped instead of, yeah, it doesn't really matter, right? So, this. And then let's play Mr. Bodyguard. Then next turn, definitely just run out, probably Enforcer. Could also do this, depending. Beacon. Yep. Punch. Trade. Yep. Then they get to attack with melee here. Yep. And then another drone. Probably just gun drone. Guardian drone. Well, this kind of does what we want. Either way. So buffs this, we get to clear, and then we get to play another Guardian drone. Yeah. And then we could do it all again next turn if we want to. But also, if we have the advantage, we might just slam the Riptide Battlesuit. Pathfinder. Yep. Yep, homing beacon. And then they'll Guardian drone again. Oh no, they're gonna do that. Okay. Alright, well. Happy for that trade. That is acceptable to me. And then, I mean, it's really tempting to just slam this Riptide. They can pick the shield off and then potentially marker light it down, though. It's close, but I still kind of like this line better. Take that out. Play some more drones. We've got 9 next turn, so we can go Anshi into Ethereal. That might just be better than playing the Riptide. It's funny, I used to hate Tau Mirrors because it just felt like whoever got rolling first won. I think it's still kind of like that, but I just haven't played them in so long that it's actually refreshing. Kion. Can't Fusillade, so that's good. So are they double trading to get rid of Battle? Oh, interesting. They're going to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I gotta be real, and that's also good to have. And as the game goes later, I just think we're pretty advantaged here. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be this, and then do we want to give Anshi Vanguard? No, we do not. Put him here, and then we're gonna put this guy here. Now he has double Vanguard. Suck it. Bum bum. Yep, you get to trade there. If they have long strike, they can get a little bit of work done here, but we have our long strike to answer theirs. So, okay. It's stealth drone. Yeah, that's annoying. That is annoying. Taking the shield off of that. Stealth that. Get 2 serene unifiers. Crazy. I don't think we're using them. I think we just want to go face. I mean, we could put armor. So that's 3 energy. Plus Riptide. That seems pretty good. And then we give this Vanguard. That's like a huge unit they have to deal with armor. Seems pretty good to me. Oh no, Sense of Stone costs 2. That's right. So then let's just grab the shield then. And let's clear. And then bash. And then I'm just going to reapply shield here because I think we get more utility than this. This will go to 1 health, but that's fine. I forgot that this has a discount on it because I haven't had it. I actually used my last wild card on it, which I wish I hadn't because now I want the new Warlord. But I really didn't think the Kroot was going to come in that fast. So surprised by that. Another DS8. Okay. And valued sacrifice. Jeez. Yeah, it's pretty freaking annoying. It's going to take us a bit to try and get through this. Yep. Re-stealth. Oh my. Just drew like a million cards. Alright, well, this pretty good draw. Huh. I think that is probably GG, right? 6-14. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, just draw the combo. That's all you have to do. Just draw, mark Kion Tactics and diffuse on. Yeah, I guess everyone's spamming for the packs. I mean, if it is free, I guess it is free. It's fine. I'll knock these out later. I don't want to do that on stream. Ooh, that's so cool. Igor has shared a deck, Stealth Aggro, and then you can view it. Wow. we love that. We love to see more quality of life stuff. All right. How's our time? Let's maybe do one or two more games, and then I'll switch us to more of the theory crafting portion of the stream, and then we'll close it out. Just draw the cards you need. Yeah, exactly, Mineral. Sometimes you just have your double Predator, and sometimes you have your Kion Tactics plus Fusillade. I think we still probably would have been fine. We would just take out all the long range. We would have played potentially long strike. Maybe finally played our dynamic offensive, which is in our game, our hand all game. So. Enva better than New Warlord because 30 HP is too low. Yes, he can plus 1 HP, but you know his cost. Yeah, Calypso, I had a similar thought. Because Enva does like a similar impression, right? Like you get the plus 1 health on 2 adjacent units. It's not all units, but like how often are you just having multiple, like more than 2 units that are healthy on the board? I like Pathfinder. I actually think I like all of this. To Chaos. Yeah, Enva might be better. Enva Infantry. Warpstorm is interesting, so our ability cost is 0. But also ours is cheaper than theirs, so it's kind of like... But 0 is 0. This was really good with Turbogon, but obviously that's a little different. But I'm going to try Warpstorm. Yeah, Calypso, I could see your point. I think it's possible that Enva might be better. I just really want to try the hyper aggro strat. Because that seems kind of fun. But I could... It might just be too low health. Because their stratagem does cost 2 and not 1. I think if it was 1, it would be busted, though. I think 2 is probably correct balancing. But we'll see. I'm going to try and get it as soon as I can for you guys, so we can just do a ton of testing next week. Alright, yeah. Let's just run out in Price's Battlesuit. Pump ourselves. Hit for 3. Their late game, I think, is better than ours anyway, so I think we are more of the aggressor against Abaddon. I mean, most Abaddon builds are more mid-range and less control, but I don't know. Maybe it's closer than I'm giving it credit for. I'm confused why they're a non-talent unranked. That is a bit confusing. Yeah. I guess people have already done their quest for the day. To be fair, the raid wording is always very complex, like kind of needlessly, so people might just not know that that's what you need to do. I do not want to give that Vanguard. So I think we just slam this. I'll leave this up here. Still kind of make them trade health for it. Since it's a flyer, I think that's still a little bit better. Gives them an extra chaos spawn, but I don't know. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Okay. Yeah, I'd be thinking that everyone's playing Talon unranked. That would be my... Wow, nothing. Man, alright, they're going to start dropping some stuff next turn. And we get Serene Unifiers. How do we make use of this? I mean, I think we're just slamming broadside. It's kind of my feeling. And then we don't attack with this and we pump ourselves. And then maybe Serene Unifier next turn. Before the Helldrake strike. It's kind of what I'm thinking. bum, bum, bum. I mean, so far it's worked out that we've pinged them for +1 every turn. So, I never play this matchup, so I wouldn't really know, but that seems good. Well, Draconian is also good. Okay. I see you, I see you. Alright. But I still think we're pretty ahead on life. So part of me wants to... So we can go Crisis Bodyguard, Serenian Fire for a shield. Yeah, I still think this is a better. And then I can attack for 4 just to push as much damage and then grab a shield and reshield it. I think that's what we want to do. I think we just want to pressure them as much as we can here. And shoot them. Reshields. And then Helldrake Strike does get some work done here, but we're still ahead on life. We've got some burn in our hand. Yeah. We've definitely had a very, very slow start. Spawn them, yeah, that's also good. Okay. Cool. Yep. They get to pretty much take out everything here. But we're just going to burn face. That is our... And we actually can make use of our flankers, too. Enemy troop. Yeah, so enemy troop. So we're going to clear this. Take the turn to do that. Oh, yeah, and we can sting these. So, yeah. Here. And then we can Pathfinder. Oh no, we can't. I'm trying to think of a way we can for the greater good. Oh man. I think we just play out our hand here though. We do need a little bit more gas, though. We're kind of running out now. Okay, Venom Crawler. They can guarantee. Oh, but we've got the engagement though. I think that's gonna be enough. Okay, Spawnum is good though. Ugh, I was hoping they didn't have another Spawnum. Doesn't affect these though, thankfully, so that's good. Yep. 4. Yeah, so you engagement. And then for the greater good. Oh, this is just lethal. And pulse onslaught. Perfect. Oh, very nice. Coordinate engagement, kind of clutch there. They had to take the Vanguard, so they couldn't get the camo unless they had another card. Okay. I'm gonna BRB, but everybody take a look at the build, and I'll be back. Whoops. I sure am muted. Yeah, I was saying I see your point, Calypso. I kind of view Dynamic Offensive as like a card draw with a bonus rather than more of like a build around. But I do see what you mean. And maybe it would function just going full. I think there are 20 battle suits. You can put like 20 in a deck. I want to say. I mean this. I feel like I like this sort of line. Just trade on that. That's definitely why I love Pathfinder for these sorts of curves. I've always loved that card though. So one Anshi and two Pathfinders might be enough. So okay. Change for some All right, let's take a look at that, Calypso, after this game. And then maybe we'll do more testing on that. Emergency dispensation. Oh boy. I hate to see my opponent play that card. I generally like playing Battlesuit later to really take advantage of Homing Beacon, so I think I am just going to run this out. And I think I'm... like, do I want to trade health here? I don't think so. Yeah, sorry about that. I muted when I went to the bathroom. I totally... Oh, goodness. That is a problem. Jesus. 7, 8, 9. We have no way to ping the shield off. So then it's probably just Battlesuit this turn, plus passive. And then punch that off. That's pretty terrifying, I gotta say. Punch the shield off. And then I kind of want to trade the 4 health, but I just can't do that. Yeah. This is terrifying. Because then they can reapply the shield, right? Yeah, I don't know if we can answer this. Maybe next turn with our added units plus Pulse Onslaught. But that's 5 energy Riptide is pretty nuts. Man, imagine if Tau could do what the Ultramarines do. Oh no. Okay. Alright, this game's probably over. It's like the perfect thing to have here. Yeah. It's getting pretty ugly, folks. You might want to close your eyes. I mean, I can Marker Light this and then play Battlesuit. Or Marker Light, play Anshi, but then it just gets, like, roasted by this thing. At least these trade, but then they're just going to put a shield on it next turn. Like... I don't know what to do here. There's like no way to outplay this thing. I mean, we can deal 5 this turn if we attack in. I guess that's what we have to do. And then which card do I care about least? Or I can punch in and then play suits. They shields, trade, and then I still have... Well, but then they ping it. Jesus. I don't... Hey, Replicate. What's up? This is a terrible position to be in. And I honestly don't know what the right line is. I guess we'll do this. Punch it for 3. Try not to take 8 to the face. It's not looking good though for the home team here. Yep. And they tech supremacy? Yeah, this is... we need coordinated engagement. That's our out here. That ain't it. That ain't it. I literally have to ignore this now. And just try to live. So... I guess it's... this. And then just marker light. Because I can. Oh yes, we're trying to get a little more put together here on the stream. I also had a new setup for the podcast this morning that Harry and I did for the new release event with the Kroot for Warpforge. So trying to get a little more profesh, you know, if we can. Still gonna make play mistakes and not do math right, but you know, other than that, we try to be profesh. Ba-bum. Yep. Okay. Trading 4 there is good. I still don't know that we can get there. One more marker light means we just need 5 attack. Okay. Yeah, reshield generator. Yeah, I don't think we can outplay this. Oh, there it is. Absorb all damage. So coordinated engagement just destroys it, right? So this just dies? Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then I guess let's trade here. And then play Anshi? Okay. Yeah, I just can't. Yeah, I'm not a mathematician. I can't add and subtract. Come on. That's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up stream pretty soon. We'll finish this game and then I'll do a little theory crafting, looking at the new cards, just to leave with some thoughts. Oh damn. Alright, we need like long strike of our own, coordinated engagement, something. Fusillade. 3. Oh, we can knock off the long range, but then do we just like die on the turn back? Could also for greater good. I feel like this is probably the turn to do it. Seven, 8, 9. Or we just take the damage and try and set up a board. 3, 4, 5. 9, but I feel like just spending my entire hand to kill this is just, we're gonna lose. Alright, so what if we just go, we go Battlesuits, we, for the greater good, we mark this and we hit it. I don't know. This is not ideal, but we only take 1 damage. We knock off the long range. We'll only take 4 on the crackback, or potentially 5 if they buff it. And then it's marked. So Fusillade will deal 4. Ah, damn. Coordinated engagement. Yep. Yeah. That's just pretty much answered everything we've tried to come back with. Don't think it's in the cards for us, sadly. That's why they have calculators. Thank you, Mineral, for keeping my ego afloat. Kion, though, allows us to full clear. Yeah, I didn't hit it. Yeah, I think it's Fusillade Battlesuit plus a guy. I think that's the vibe. Yeah, and then, I don't know, maybe over time we get lucky, but we've been just hanging on in these trades, and they've got a lot more cards than we do. So I don't think that's going to work out. Right there, and then homing beacon. Yep. Oh no, don't just double drone. Makes sense. Oh, post crisis. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, there's the tactics, of course. Jeez, that would have been great. The best thing we could do is to... This is 12, 13, 14. And then if we trade with this, basically take the same damage, right? Take 7 down to 7. This is lethal. 15. Yeah, they got it. GG, vets. We're 1-1 against each other. But, yeah, I think we went even for today, basically. Forget what we started at. I think we were maybe a little bit higher. But in terms of this deck, I think we went even. Go back to the bottom. 0-2, 1-2. Or sorry. 0-2, 1-3, 2-4. Can I count? No, it's 3 and 2. No, 4 and 2. 7 and 2. Oh, so we went positive. Yeah. Nice. Alright, not bad for playing Tau for the first time in like God knows how long. Okay, something I want to talk about is just kind of what is this infantry deck going to look like? And like how would you want to build it? Like day one, what are you doing? And I'll definitely make a video for it. I'll also be streaming, I'm sure. But let's say we have the new Warlord, right? And like I guess for now we'll save the shell with like Anva, because it's possible. Calypso was saying earlier, Anva honestly might be better, and that I could see that. So, gotta show the cards I don't own. Right. So whether you play Warshaper or whether you play Anva, that's going to be up to you. And you're pretty much only caring about infantry. So let's start there. What are the good infantry cards? So we don't have Lone Spear, obviously, or Kroot Rampager, or the Flesh Shaper, or any of the new cards. But these are all of our infantry cards, right? They're adding quite a lot in this this reinforcement. But what are the infantry that are good? Obviously, Anshe is good. Probably going to play that. I always forget that Firesight Marksman is technically an infantry, because it's this guy looking through this. But I always see this like drone thing and think that he's a drone. I don't know about this card. It definitely fell out of favor for the most part. You do have the Rally Marker Light effect, which probably is better with ranged attack, and that's not really what you're doing mostly with this deck. Also it buffs drones, and other than Pathfinder and maybe like one or two other infantry units, you don't really care. So I don't know that Firesight Marksman is one of the go-tos. I think 2 slots have to be devoted to Devilfish because this gives your whole deck flank. Which, you know, now we're getting closer and closer to an Orc Knob for Tau. So I think you're going to play that. You know, you go 2 Krootox Rider, 2 Krootox Rampager, probably at the top of your curve, 2 Lone Spear, definitely Flesh Shaper. So we'll take note at like all the spots at the end. I think why not play Ethereal? Yes, it's been nerfed. I still think it gives you a ton of value. Double Vespid Stingwing. Now Dark Strider has been kind of nerfed into the ground, and its rally only applies to drones. Still has a very powerful effect in Structural Analyzer. Man, I remember when this used to cost 2 energy. Now it costs 4. Because you can give 2 to a Warlord. But again, you're going to be more melee focused, so I just don't think that this card makes the cut. Conversely, even though Pathfinder is still setting up Marker Light, it also has drones, I still think Pathfinder is great. I think the Marker Light's still going to be relevant, and getting free value off the Marker drones is still fine. Would be my guess. So I would still probably play 2 of that. Now, Fire Warrior is now something worth considering, because the only other 2-drop infantry in it, besides Pathfinder and Fire Warrior, is Kroot Carnivore. And this is going to be an interesting card. I'm curious to see how strong it is. I feel like it's just a nice little card advantage, early game card. It's probably terrible when you get it late, but early it just probably does exactly what you need it to. And so I think maybe your 2-drop suite is 2 Kroot Carnivore, 2 Pathfinder, because you're often playing this on 4 or 6. And then, honestly, Fire Warrior might make the cut. Now, you would probably combo by playing this on 4, because you can give it extra health and stuff like that. Or with Envoy, you could play it on 3, because your talent would cost 1 to give it an extra health. So this might not make the cut, but I would start by playing this. I do think that is worth considering. Okay. Now, other cards that could make the cut, like Kadri Fireblade, your other infantries get +2 ranged. This kind of like boosts your range deficit a little bit, right? Because like Krootox Rampager suffers from that. Trail Shaper kind of suffers. Obviously, Kroot Hound does. Same with Kroot Carnivore. Although they're early game, so they're not going to benefit by the time you're slamming Fireblade, I don't think. I would consider playing one of these, see how it feels, and if it feels like I just kind of always want to play this like Anthem effect on 6 energy, then I'm down to play it. But I think my other 2 6-drop slot, like the 4 6-drops that we're considering, is 2 Rampager, 1 Fireblade, 1 Anshi. I don't think you need 2 Fireblade, personally. Breacher Shasu, yes, it's infantry. Yes, it can have flank or whatever. It's got Vanguard. I don't think you really care about this card. Strike Team is kind of nice for later on 7 when you can get the DS8, but I just don't think that matters. So let's remove the filter. So currently we have 11 cards in the deck, right? So then we would be adding most likely 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I would say at least 1, 14, 1, 15. So that's 26 right there. So you don't have a ton of room for other stuff, at least with the build the way that I'm seeing it. So now let's go back. Let's get rid of that filter. I still think For the Greater Good is going to be something you want when you're trying to set up your board on certain turns, so I think you would play that. It's possible that Pulse Onslaught makes the cut as well, because you're trying to burn your opponent down in a hyper aggro style, but I probably wouldn't open by playing it. Something I talked about, but I'm not sure, was Technological Supremacy, because with some of these units, especially Kroot Hound, if you're able to keep it alive and then like bounce it with your Trail Shaper or something like that. And you can keep things healthy. This card actually might pull its weight, but for now, I'm hesitant. Dispensation definitely goes in. It's just such a busted card. So that's 2 of the 4 remaining slots. In the way that I'm seeing, you could play Fire Warrior Marksman, but I don't really think that makes the cut. So, and then there's Hunter's Instinct, which I'm inclined to feel like this card is not worth playing, but probably starting out, I'd test playing 1. So that means we have one slot left. So what would that one slot be? And then probably my last slot, honestly, is 1 Burgeoning Empire. Because the deck has 0 card draw. And even though you're going to be aggressive, like you'll run out of cards at a certain point, right? So Burgeoning Empire does kind of the exact same, right? Like draw 3 cards, lower cost by 1 when an enemy dies. And you're fighting for the board, you're using your infantry, you're pushing your advantage. So the 4 stratagems that I would consider out the gate, because I guess the others are basically, it's 24 infantry plus 2 devilfish? Yes. So it's 24 infantry, 2 devilfish, that gets us to 26. And then the last slots go to 1 empire. Where is it? 1 Hunter's Instinct. And then 1 of the other 2 new stratagems. The problem with that, though, is that we are completely reliant on flank as our removal. And that units are going to be our removal, and that we're not going to play any removal, like Kion Tactics with Fusillade. But again, we're not really going for range synergies. So Kion Tactics and Fusillade don't really make a ton of sense, nor does Coordinated Engagement. So I think you're basically treating your entire deck as like your units are your removal spells. Like that's what you're going for. That's how I see this deck operating. You want to get stuff on board. You get some nice synergy out of Devilfish. You set up your late game flankers to try and close things out, and you establish board early using your stratagem for your Warlord whenever you can. And then you're really only playing 4 stratagems and 2 vehicles, and the rest are infantry. And I think conceptually that makes sense to me, because you're also getting value out of the Trail Shaper. Burgeoning Empire is like kind of the perfect one of, I think, at the top that'll get discounted. You've got Dispensation to still be broken. Kroot Hound I'm really excited to play. Yeah, and then we try out Thundering Rampage. It's possible that we cut the stupid Hound 4-drop stratagem and we play double Thundering Rampage as removal as well. Or we think about Pulse Onslaught if we find that we need that. Or double Hidden Hunters, because I think this is exactly what you want to do. It's like you put some infantry on the board, give them +1 melee, permanent, and stealth them. And then next turn just like beat down. And that Hidden Hunters into the Flesh Shaper is going to be like +2 to +3 permanent melee on your Warlord. Like, if you have a board into that. And that just seems crazy to me. I feel like this deck is going to feel very similar to Terror in the sense that even though the curve goes a little bit higher, because like when you curve out with Terror and then you basically set up a couple big turns punching them super hard, I feel like that's what this deck's going to feel like. Where like you could just have lethal on 6 or 7 energy turn with the right start and with the right circumstances against your opponent. It's kind of what it feels like. So I wish I could save this deck because I'm just going to put everything back in. But yeah, that's kind of the way I would approach this. I would just chuck 24 good infantry into the deck, play 4 of your best stratagems, That's 28 plus 2 devilfish. It's possible you only want 1 devilfish. Maybe it's awkward to have 2. But I feel like I'm going to want that card in most games because it just enables everything else if you don't kill it. So, and this comes down like maybe on a turn early. Like this might get a turn before Predator takes it out. But honestly, we've got this bad boy to take out the Predators. So that's pretty sick. I really can't wait to get on the ladder and test that all. I don't think we're going to have all the pieces right away. But definitely I'm going to try that out for you guys and see what we can do. So yeah, I think that's what I got for you guys today. I know it's a short one. Let me transition us over to ending. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all coming through. Trying to think when my next stream is gonna be. It's a great question. I'm doing a bit of probably Sunday. I'll try and get a stream on Sunday. I mean, it might be more of this because like we're just not gonna have enough cards yet. Honestly, where the streaming fun begins is when the drops start and we can open packs. And we're not quite there yet. We're going to have to wait a week to do that. So, yeah, but I'll try and do some streaming, maybe test some other decks, get some other videos up. We're kind of in a lull until we can like fully enjoy the Kroot expansion, and I'm not going to pay $50 to do that, unfortunately. But thank you, folks, for sticking around. As always, it's a pleasure to hang. And if you haven't checked out the podcast with Harry and I, we just put up the new episode this morning. I'll just get that link for you guys in case you didn't see it. Where is that? Copy. So if you're looking for more of me just chatting all the time with Harry, feel free to check it out. But yeah, thanks, Harry. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be around so much tomorrow. Well, we'll see. But yeah, hopefully I see you around. So everybody have a wonderful Thursday or Friday, wherever you are. And as always, I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.